being on this side, I feel like I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble. If we're here and I'm laying on my head's in this choking arm, this is really super terrible for us, you guys. So we're kind of going on a worst case scenario. So, however my partner got here, they got the seatbelt, they got their hooks in. First thing, you guys, we gotta protect our neck, right? So I don't really give a crap about the underhook hand. That arm, even if he gets a grip, is not choking me. I don't care. Not on this side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna protect ourselves. The arm that's closest to, or the arm that's the same as his choking arm, I like to just get my fingers inside. You guys don't need a thumb. And the other hand, sometimes we can also do this, or I'll get my thumb on there, like do a little C grip, and I'll just make sure I'm putting a lot of pressure and keeping that away from my neck. And right now I'm talking to you guys, but I do tuck my chin as well. But right now I'm talking to you, so it may not be tucked the whole time. Yep. And so you guys remember when I'm grabbing onto his arm, I don't got my elbows just hanging out and flared. Everything's super duper tight. It also makes me a lot stronger, and it makes him weaker. Okay, so in this position, you guys, I want to make sure, like, it's all fun to get rid of hooks, but we don't want to get rid of this hook yet, okay? So that's not even going to be a priority, this bottom hook, for a couple reasons. Number one, my partner would love to be able to hip escape, change his angle, start getting that leg out so he can start coming up, right? So we're going to avoid that. Now, when I'm in this position, I have a nice wide base, and so what I want to do to help him, or to stop him from being able to, change the angle, move that leg out, kick that leg out, my bottom leg, you guys, is just going to slide up. And I'm gonna make sure now it's even tighter, and it's much harder for him to be able to extend it and pull it out. So we're gonna stop right here. So everyone, I want to you guys will get on your partner's back with the seatbelt, right? So about the base too, you guys notice I'm just laying on this leg, and this is it's like a kickstand. So I make sure I make it nice and wide with my foot on the ground. It's harder for him to bring me to the other side. Now, I'm gonna make sure I'm protecting my neck, controlling his choking arm, and I'm going to slide that knee up as high as I can, making that leg come a little bit closer to me and make it a little bit more difficult for him to escape. So let's get with our partners and let's just try this position a couple times, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. Well, often, you guys, when we're escaping positions, Gerald and I talk about this a lot, and I'm sure other people do, is that we get safe first, right? And then we get out. So we're getting ourselves safe, and like I said, I got in a really bad spot. It's a huge bummer. So, but you guys, just to let you know, for this, he's got his seatbelt right. He doesn't have his grip in the collar yet, and I'm gonna be, hanging on this choking arm, keeping it away from my neck and giving him pressure. And once we're here too, it's gonna be difficult for him to get that grip anyways, and we're gonna talk about that. So, I'm controlling the choking arm. I have my nice wide base, and I'm bringing that bottom knee up, making sure it's gonna be hard for him to release that leg. So now, you guys, what we're gonna do is, a lot of times our partners, they want to get this grip. They're not just going to stay with the seatbelt, correct? So as soon as you're going to feel them open up, he has to let go of that hand. As soon as he does, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a 2-on-1. So I pull it away with my bottom arm, right? I get a grip on the wrist, and then I get another grip on the wrist, you guys. So a baseball grip, like a baseball bat grip, right? So from here, I want his arm to go from this side to the other side of my head. It's super easy. You guys don't have to make this really dramatic. We don't got to do no swinging or anything like that. All I'm going to do is I start to move it away, move it above me. I'm going to start to move my head also out of the way, and then bring it down.
Answer is no.
Some of y'all think there's some arm bar here, and no, there's not. However, if you guys want, do a little pressure, because then it makes them think about it, and they're not thinking about you escaping. Okay, so that's fine, but this is really bullshit. So now that I have this, and I'm in a much better position. Remember, my head is on the ground, you guys, so I'm doing pretty good. And my goal is to not let him get this elbow to the ground, and also, obviously, not be able to release that leg. So what I'm going to do is my hand that's closest to his head, I'm going to get a grip. I want to get a grip on the cuff. I don't want to keep my wrist grips, and the reason why is because I have to let go of one hand, and then this isn't really strong. But me grabbing the material will be strong. So I'm just going to get a cuff grip. I'll put my thumb in here, right? So I'm holding on to it. I'll just put my thumb in, get my forefingers, however I can, and just get a nice grip, nice solid grip. And then I just keep my elbow pinched, because I don't want him to get this elbow to the ground, you guys. If he does, he's going to start to come up, and then I'm in a whole nother mess. Now, it's time for us to address this bottom hook. Now, I'm going to grab over his heel, but I'm not just going to bring it to the ground. I'm actually going to pull it up towards me, and then bring it out. You guys would be surprised how strong your arm is compared to their leg. Stop right there.
I will.
Okay, cool. So, again, you guys, let's just stop right there real quick so you guys can feel it. Now, again, protecting my neck. I have my nice wide base. I'm bringing my bottom knee up. So, from here, he's going to open. But really quickly, you guys, if for some reason they want to keep that seat belt, I'll just peel his hand off and do it anyways. And then get to my baseball bat grip, okay? So we're going to get it. Now, look, I'm just going to move it over my head. My head goes back to the ground, and I bring it to the other side. Like I said, you guys can pressure it, but it's bullshit. So, from here, I'm going to make sure I keep the grip with my hand that's closest to the outside. And I'm going to get a cuff grip, or however I can get a grip on that sleeve.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yep. Yeah, I think the cuff is the best. It's strong. And I'm keeping my elbow nice and pinched. I'm just keeping that elbow from going to the ground. Now, look, I'm going to reach over his heel. I'm going to pull it towards me and then bring it out. We'll stop right here.
I'm trying not to break it?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Break it? Did it hurt you?
Good.
Try not to hurt your partner. Apparently that hurts. I didn't know. You guys want to try that? Because look how comfortable I look. It looks awesome, right? Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. So, now, you guys.
Have your head like
Okay, sure. All right, you guys. So let's actually finish the escape. So, you got a seatbelt. I'm on a terrible side. So I'm going to get myself nice and safe, protecting my neck, right? Controlling the choking arm. Don't care about that one right now. And I'm bringing that knee up, making his leg a little bit tighter, and him unable to cut that angle and get that out. So now from here, you guys, he's gonna try and get that collar. He has to, I think, unless we want to be here all day, which we don't. So as soon as you guys feel that open, we're getting our baseball grip. Look, I'm gonna bring it over my head, bring my head to the ground, and bring it to the other side. Like I said, you guys can do a little pressure. Now, no, not yet. Actually, let's get our grip. So I'm just gonna get a nice cuff grip, and I'm keeping that elbow from touching the ground. He can't really go through me. That'd be weird. So, reach over the heel, look, pull it up, and then just bring it out. Like, as soon as I pull it up, you guys should probably feel pressure. So most of the time, your partner will probably help you straighten it and get it out of there. Now from here, you guys, I gotta extend this across his body so he can quit turning into me. So I'm just gonna extend my arm, and now I'm keeping a nice stiff arm. And we're gonna really have a stiff arm the whole time. So from here, you guys, but I can't get up with this arm though and stiff arming at the same time, because if I do, it's gonna be a fight to the elbow, and he's probably gonna come up to mount, and that's gonna be really terrible. So all I'm gonna do, remember, the whole time too, you guys, we are keeping weight on this leg. Like I said, I don't want him to free this. It's a problem if he does. So I'm gonna take my other hand, you guys. I'm gonna reach over and get the same, just get my fingers in there, get the same cuff grip. And as soon as I have it, I'll let it go. And I'll keep that stiff arm. So now, I'm gonna win the elbow to the mat fight. So I'm gonna start to shrimp out a little bit, get my elbow to the mat. Now from here, most of the time, you guys, he knows I'm coming up. He's gonna put me in closed guard. I'm just gonna come right up in the closed guard. I like to keep this grip. You guys can, because it's an easy way to start opening up their closed guard and getting out. But they're gonna close their guard. If they don't, then you guys can go to half guard and do some other cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, got myself in trouble. That's okay. But I'm protecting my neck. I got my nice wide base, bringing my knee up, making sure he's not gonna be able to get that leg out. So from here, whether he opens up or not, like I said, we can peel the fingers off too. And I'll get that arm. Baseball grip, bring it over my head to the ground, bring it to the other side. Give him pressure. Now, just get that little cat's paw grip right here. And I'm just keeping it nice and tight so he can't get his elbow to the ground. Reach for his heel, pull it up, out. Now, extend that across his body. You guys can kind of do that at the same time as I'm pulling it off. Just bring that across his body. And my hips are kind of to the sky. It's fine. So now, I need to turn into it to get the grip, which is totally fine. And I'll keep that stiff arm, because if he can't get to his elbow, he ain't going nowhere, I don't think. And he can't move his leg because my weight's on it.
Guys, yeah, I can't. It would be smarter for me to be able to turn to my other side, but since she's laying on my leg, I can't turn to my other side. She's pinning my hips by laying on my leg right now.
It's pretty difficult. I'm not saying no one can ever do it, but it should be hard for them. So now, look, I'm just gonna shrink away a little bit and get my elbow to the ground. Now, I'm gonna come up. And then we're here.